What is up, y'all? For today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the teaser trailer for Netflix's live-action adaptation for One Piece. Like many of you, I was very skeptical about the live-action adaptation, especially for the fact that live-action adaptations tend not to do so hot. But once it was revealed that Oda is going to be working really close with this project, and once we got to see the cast members, especially the cast who's going to be playing the Straw Hats, my hopes did go up a little bit. And with the actors who got casted to play the Straw Hats, I feel like each of them are definitely going to be able to portray the characters they're going to be playing pretty well. Even though the cast looks great, before this teaser trailer got released, we pretty much knew nothing else about this adaptation. Hopefully this adaptation does well, because I think it would be really nice to finally have a successful live action adaptation. So I'm excited to see how this trailer goes, but before I get started with the reaction, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So without that being said, let's get started with the reaction and see what this teaser trailer for Netflix's live action adaptation of One Piece has in store for us. Okay, he doesn't look too bad as Luffy. Like in Luffy's getup, he doesn't look too bad. I just don't know how I feel about the Going Merry, because the Going Merry, I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, this is okay. I would just say that. Oh, oh my gosh, Emily Rudd as Nami. It's so great. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, okay. First, before I go, that Emily Rudd again. The Sea King. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about the CGI. Like, to me, it doesn't look too bad, but at the same time, it's, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look the greatest. But here, I'm kind of terrified of how buggy looks. I am kind of terrified. This is like nightmare fuel right now. Like, I feel like that's what they're kind of going with, to make Buggy look a little like pretty weird, because Buggy, or like a lot of characters in One Piece, look kind of weird. But this just, it's on like a whole nother level. I don't know how I really don't know how I feel about this. Oh, but Emily Rudd is great. Emily Rudd is great. They all look great though. The Straw Hats, they just look great. Oh, we just saw Usopp. Usopp right there. Like, this is interesting. So we saw Usopp. They're not giving him the long nose. But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense on why they don't give Usopp the long nose, because, I guess if they would use like makeup or whatever, or CGI, it would just look weird. But I mean, that's kind of like Usopp's trademark, the long nose. So it's like, don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel about this adaptation not having Usopp have his long nose. Oh, but Sanji looks kind of good. Sanji looks kind of good. Oh, so that's how they're doing it with the devil fruits. That's how they're. Hold on. How? I don't know I don't know how I feel about that. Like, that was the one thing I was actually really worried about when it came to this adaptation. Like, how are they gonna do the effects with Luffy using, his devil fruit power? Like, how are they gonna like do it without making it look weird? And now that we kind of see on how they're doing it, again, I just don't know how I feel about this. I want this to be successful, but at the same time, I don't have the craziest, highest hopes about this being successful. I love the dude who's playing Zoro. I kind of like it. you know, but it's just everything else about this though. It's like, again, like I said in the beginning, the cast is perfect. It's a really good cast, but I'm still really iffy about this. Like it doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look crazy good either, in my opinion. Like I don't know if I'm like kind of like rating it like, or if I'm kind of like, you know, being too harsh about it, you know, being biased because like, you know, I love the anime. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about this. Like I want to like it because like I said, like I think it would be great to finally have a successful like live action adaptation series. And so I want to like it, but I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, that was an interesting teaser trailer. Like I feel like once we get like the full like actual trailer, maybe my opinions might change about how this how it looks like so far. But like as of right now, I just don't know how I feel about it. It's like the cast looks great and everything. You know, I don't know how I feel about the Going Mary. I kind of find that terrifying. Buggy looks straight up terrifying, but even though he looks terrifying, I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. That's just how I feel right now about this adaptation. Like I kind of like it, but then I don't. You know, it's like I don't think I'm gonna hate it, but I don't think I'm gonna love it either, you know? So the guy who is playing Luffy, he looks pretty good as Luffy, I gotta admit. Like, you know, seeing him in like Luffy's clothing and everything and like the signature straw hat, I don't know, I do like it. I think he does look good as Luffy, you know, but when we saw his like animation when he was using Gum Gum Pistol, I don't know how I feel about that. But how he looks right now, like with his attire and everything, I think it looks fine. I think it looks good. Going Mary again, I really don't know how I feel about that because I don't know, like it's an interesting take on, you know, the Going Mary, but at the same time, it's like it's incredibly odd. But the outside of the Baratier, it actually looks nice. I think that looks pretty nice. You know, even though we don't see like the full thing of it, and we just see like the side of it, it does look kind of nice. Like really looking at it, yeah, it kind of looks. I kind of like this one. And then right here we have the guy who's playing Zoro. He looks pretty good as Zoro. Not gonna lie, the green hair, it fits. I like it. And then we get a little taste of like Zoro fighting right now, and I don't know, it's kind of nice. I wonder how they're gonna like have him use three sword style. Like how is he gonna like put the sword in his mouth and everything? But that little like snippet that we got of him fighting doesn't look too bad. It actually looks kind of decent. And then we finally get to see Emily Rutt as Nami. I absolutely love it. I love it. She looks so great as Nami. The orange hair and everything. Absolutely love it. Like I've been saying, the cast is just perfect. They made a really good cast for, you know, this adaptation. Back to the Sea King though. I don't know, like the CGI looks kind of good. Now really looking at it, I might just be crazy, but it does kind of look good. But at the same time, it's a little odd, but I think I like it. I think I might like it just like a tiny bit. And then Buggy, I just can't get over it. Like I do kind of like it. I do like the makeup, you know, the white makeup and then, you know, the blue makeup and then, you know, his big nose. Like I don't know, it kind of looks nice. Like I like the makeup a little bit, but it's also so terrifying. And I think that's what I kind of like about it now. Like it's kind of terrifying, you know, because like in the anime or like in the series, Buggy is like the first, or no, he's like the second pirate that we've seen with a devil fruit, and like he was kind of like led to be this big deal and everything. And then when we do end up seeing him, he wasn't too big of a deal. But yeah, I do kind of like this. And then we get a little taste of the banter between like Zoro and Nami, and I think that was kind of nice, you know, because like Zoro and Nami do kind of banter with each other, especially like during the East Blue Saga. You know, you have like Zoro's character like slamming this like chest that he was carrying on the ground, and Nami is telling him, be careful with that. Zoro's like, oh, I don't listen to you. And then Luffy chimes in and he's like, it seems like there's a little tension with the crew. And then you have both Nami and Zoro being like, oh, we're not a crew. I kind of like that. I kind of like getting a little taste of like their dynamics with each other already. I'm kind of liking it a bit. Just a little bit. I'm kind of liking it. I am kind of digging it a bit. Like the banter was kind of nice. Again, like it really shows like just how their chemistry is with each other. Like so far, like they're just like kind of like meeting each other. I kind of like it. And then we finally get to see Usopp. And again, the long nose is missing. Like that's Usopp's signature trademark. Like I guess I kind of understand why they might not want to do it because, like I guess like it would look weird in like if they were to use like makeup or whatever, it would kind of look weird. Or if they were to go the route of using CGI, it would look weird. But I mean, like the long nose is Usopp's trademark. You see a long nose, you automatically assume Usopp. It's like it's kind of weird not seeing the long nose on the dude who's playing Usopp, but everything else about him, I like it. I like the attire that he's wearing, everything. I think it looks sick. Sanji though, I'm digging it. I am digging it. But the thing is, just like how Usopp is missing his long nose, Sanji right now is missing like, his curly eyebrow. So might have to take off some points for that. But overall, Sanji looks great. Sanji looks pretty great. And then we get to see a little bit of some action with like Zoro, Nami, and Luffy going against the Marines. We have Usopp shooting his slingshot and then Sanji, throwing in a kick. That's kind of nice. But again, it was just a little snippet of it. So I can't really like completely say if I like it or not, but I think it was kind of nice. It was a little bit nice. Again, the animation with like Luffy using, Gum Gum pistol or like whatever, Gum Gum movie was using. I just don't know how I feel about that. But Nami fighting, Zoro fighting, I did kind of like that. Especially Emily Rudd. Like I said, Emily Rudd, whoo, beautiful. But yeah, like it is interesting so far. And then this shot right here, I don't know if they're gonna change it once the series comes out. This is like the moment where like before they head off to the Grand Line, and I don't know how I feel about this aerial shot. I feel like it should definitely be like lower and kind of like where we could see all their faces and everything. I think that would have been a better shot of this, especially because this was such a big moment for them. Like I said, this was the moment before they head off to the Grand Line. So I feel like this aerial shot, it doesn't seem fitting for what this moment was supposed to be for them. And then we have this shot right here where Luffy is using Gum Gum pistol. We see Kobe a little bit in here in the background, but we can't like fully see him. And then we barely get to see Alvia. So I can't really comment on how I feel about them so far or like as of right now, because, right now it's just like really focusing on, I feel like they're really focusing on like how they're going to be showing off the effects with like, Luffy using his devil fruit power. And like I said, I just don't know how I completely feel about it. Like it doesn't look crazy bad, I guess, but it doesn't look absolutely mind-blowing. So it's like I'm kind of indifferent with this. But yeah, this trailer, it was interesting, I gotta say. Like it had some nice moments to it. Like I did like seeing, the cast members, like how they look as the Straw Hats. I think that was pretty nice. I think they look pretty good. The actor who's playing Buggy, again, that makeup, it looks crazy, but I am starting to like it a little bit. We did get a little banter between like Zoro and Nami. That was pretty nice. And then, we got a little bit like some action with it. We got to see a little bit with Zoro fighting, Nami fighting, Luffy fighting. That was okay. It's interesting. Again, I like Usopp's outfit, but I mean, without the long nose, it just feels weird to call him Usopp. Because again, like I've been saying, that's like Usopp's like signature thing. Like that's the first thing you really notice about Usopp. But Sanji looks perfect, just like Nami. Absolutely perfect. I have really no complaints about them. But yeah, I really don't know how to feel about this. Yeah, it was just like a teaser trailer. So like I guess like once they like release like the first like official trailer or something, they might do like, you know, some final touches. And maybe if they do like some final touches and everything, maybe it will look even better than this one. So I guess I can't judge it too harshly because this was just a teaser and everything. So who knows, maybe the next trailer that they end up releasing, it will look better. And maybe like once the series gets released, it'll look even better than that. So it's still pretty early to like really say, I feel like it's still pretty early to say like how I really feel about this adaptation so far. But yeah, this trailer was interesting. And like I said, it has some good moments to it, but I think since it is a teaser trailer, it's still like pretty early to like really judge it based on just the fact that it's a teaser trailer. So I can't really say if I like this or if I hate it. I'll just say it's interesting. So I pretty much got nothing else to say, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my other reactions, also for my discussion videos. So if you're into any of those, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, you know the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, see ya.